Hello.
The first thing we're going to make is chili cheese balls. So I've actually got a recipe for these on our website already, which I'll link to. So I make these quite a bit because what I tend to do is just keep up all the bits of bread, like your ends of bread, freeze them, and then I can use it to make breadcrumbs. So you can use any types of cheese for this. So I've got, this is a bit of red Leicester, that's a white Stilton, and then we've got just bits of Parmesan. You can put any vegetables in this. I often use courgette or pumpkin grated up. So I want to use these carrots. That's a tiny little bit of parsley. It's the only bit that was left in the garden. Most of it's at the allotment, so I didn't have access to that at home. I've got an onion. Might not put that full amount in. I'll just see how it turns out in terms of the amount of water you put in. I've got 2 eggs. I've done them separately because I don't think I'm going to need 2, but just in case you're going to get the right texture. And then I've got a little bit of flour just in case we need to bring it together. It is better to make it more with breadcrumbs because it's a much nicer flavour and texture than filling something out with flour. So I've already blitzed the breadcrumb up in the food processor. So that's just breadcrumbs with salt and pepper. So this is on the grating setting. If you've not got one of these, then there's no problem with just grating things yourself. So I'm just using this because it's quick and easy. So it's going to be a little bit noisy, but the first thing we're going to do is just grate the carrots. Okay, I'll grate the onions as well. They'll be fine chopped up, it just makes it a little bit finer. I'm going to grate the Parmesan actually, because Parmesan's quite hard, so I'll put that through the grater. That included the crust of the Parmesans, no problem, it's edible, so that's fine. It's left on the top of the grater, the hardest bit, so you can just chuck that away. Not worried about that. That's a dishwasher. So that's just the grated vegetables, cheese and carrot in there as well. And now I'm just going to put this blade in just because I want to chop everything else. So these cheeses are a lot softer, so I'm going to put them in just to chop. And I'll put the chilli and the parsley in there. There's already a bit of salt and pepper in here, so I'm not going to season it anymore. So these are my homegrown chilies. They are frozen, so they're just defrosted. Whatever cheese you want in. There's parsley. And then I'm going to put 1 egg in. We're just going to blitz this to get like a puree. I think I'll go for another egg. Not too bad. The reason I blitz this well is just because it chops the chilli up really fine, rather than having lumps of chilli, because these chillies are really pretty hot. So I don't want to blow people's heads off tonight, really. Then you just mix it all together. If it's too dry, I'll just add another egg. But you don't want it to be too soft really, because you don't want to have to add loads of flour. What I tend to do is just cook. I think I do need another egg. just throw another egg in. That's better. You need to get it into a consistency that you can roll out really. You can see that that would stick together. Should have quite a nice strong cheese flavour because the Parmesan, you don't need much to really get a strong flavour. That's it, and then what you do is just roll it into balls. So just get a little bit like that. You can see by the texture, you can hear it, it's enough that it's going to stick now. So then you roll it into balls like this. You can either shallow or deep fry this if you wanted, but I often just bake these in the oven. Just make another one. Don't worry about any bit sticking out, I'll just make it nice and crispy. There we go. So what I would do is I'm just going to fill this by rolling these out, and then I'll bake them in the oven until golden. Probably about 175 Celsius, maybe 20 minutes-ish, and they get nice and crispy. And then serving them with some chutneys or some sort of dip is brilliant. So that's our first video from... So bye-bye.